Hi guys, and welcome to the granny submission for April. What another absolutely massive, and I mean massive, submission. We have 600 plus cards, and then we have probably the biggest ever booster special, booster send-off for PSA. And you will have 3 videos. So we'll have today part 1. Tuesday will be part 2, and that will be the boosters. Thursday is part 3. So if your cards aren't in this video, please don't worry. They will be in part 3. Just as a timeline for what's going on with April, they will be leaving us on Tuesday via FedEx, and they will be at PSA on Wednesday, and hopefully they're going to be inputted by PSA by the end of next week. And then the countdown begins on the other order updates. All of Jan, all of Feb, all of every time before that is done. Just waiting on the last month's, which is great. I mean, that is absolutely brilliant. And then the special for May is going to be re-encapsulation. So we know that we get Instagram messages or emails or Facebook Messenger, people just asking to re-encapsulate 1 or 2 cards. Well, it's an official special. Hopefully we can at least get a few cards together. And we'll try and give you the best price possible. However, let's leave all the spiel at that. My goodness, look at all that, all the updates and such. Let's get in to the real deal of the video, which of course is the submission. And we're actually going to start off with Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. And these come from Stephen. So Stephen has sent in Trihorn Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Legends of Blue Eyes First Edition. Absolute beauty, that one. We had a PSA 10 come back not too long ago from Titan, worth a pretty penny. Toon Summon Skull, Gemini Alf. So Stephen actually sent in more than 50 cards. So can't say thank you enough. That is a massive submission. And some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards I've never seen in my life. So it's always good for me to see new stuff. I think I'm pretty on point now with Yu-Gi-Oh, understanding all the sets and that. And some of these artworks are amazing. Summon Skull. Who remembers having him when they were younger? If you can hear my voice not being perfect, that is because it isn't perfect. It's just one of them. This video, though, is too important not to do. Blue Eyes White Dragon. This one is pretty much bent. That will probably get a PSA 6 or worse. Another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah, so basically, guys, all of the cards, Exodia, the Filling One, are all card saved up. The booster packs are all ready. Just got some inputting to do via the PSA system. And I thought I would just crack on, get these videos done now. So you can all see what yourselves have sent in, what other people have sent in. And if you're just watching, maybe you want to send in next month. That'd be cool to see. Armatar, the Chaos Phantom. This is what I mean by some of the artworks. So unique and cool. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's put some more light in there. And then we've got a Ghost Rare, Red Dragon Archfiend, Dragon Spirit of White. So many dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons and Magicians, Dark Magicians of Chaos there. Oh, and then we had like a load of Magnet Warriors, which were pretty cool. So you got Beta, you had Alpha before, and then you got Gamma, of course. And then we got more Alpha. So these are the European versions. That's why they're after the others. Won't stay on that. Beta. Again, Magnet, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster of some sort. Gamma. Gamma again. Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Look at that. Absolute stunning card indeed. Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8. More Shining Dragons. Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Absolute stunner. Earthbound Immortal. Oh yeah, he had quite a few of these sent off. These must be like some part of the set. Maybe they're a mini set, I don't know. Earthbound Immortal again. They very much look like Godzilla War of Monsters. I don't know if that'll mean anything to anyone, but you know how the monsters are all going to come out of the earth, blah, blah, blah. And they very much look like that, to be honest. There we go. Finally got the focusing on that one. Another one there. Even more. Very cool, Stephen. You have to give me some more information on why you've particularly chosen on sending those Earthbound ones out. Look at that. Well, for the artwork, for one. The Wicked Eraser. Nope, that's not just some silly rubber that you do on over your pencil. It's a jump promo. The Wicked Dreadroot. That won't be a weed. Crystal Dragon. Crystal spelt wrong, though. I might add. Look at that. Look how that shines. What a beautiful shine off the card there. We see the same thing on this Dark Magician artwork. Whoa, doesn't that look amazing? Blue Eyes White Dragon, also with the same effect. The gold speckles all across the card. Same card again. Then we got the Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. 2 of him. And then to end Stephen's amazing submission, we have Legendary Dragon of White and Legendary Magician of Dark. So thank you very much, Stephen. And what a massive submission to start us off. Now we are actually moving on to our anonymous sender of the month, and we are actually starting off with Magic the Gathering, which we had a surprising amount of, not just from this anonymous customer, but quite a few of you. So it'll be very cool to get to grips with that as well. Be good to get some PSA Magic the Gathering cards returning. Very much looking forward to that. Our first Charizard staff from Team Up. Then we got our Pikachu and Zekrom GX Full Art. And we now move on to Fossil and Jungle First Edition non-holofoils. Very cool indeed. These are all PSA 9, 10 candidates, pre-graded by myself. On the website, it does say pre-grades aren't available. And they're not if you're sending in on the last 2-3 days or week even. If you would like pre-grades, you need to ask for them. And then you also need to send in with some time to spare, just because they take not a very long time. They take quite a while. And unlike other grading services, we don't charge for it, because I just think you're paying for PSA to grade them. You're not paying me. If I was encapsulating them and saying, oh, that's Connor's grade, I could totally understand getting paid for it, but I'm not. I'm just giving you an estimate, and I'll give it you to the best of my ability without being paid for personally. So Shelder. But yeah, if you do want that service, guys, get your cards in early, please. Because it's very difficult, as you can imagine, inputting all these cards. Very difficult to put pre-grade cards right at the end. Gambler, I haven't seen that card come through the service in a while. Recycle, I just remember having tons of the trainers from Fossil and Jungle in my old collection. Butterfree, first edition. Executor. This is actually my favourite Executor artwork. I think he looks very relaxed, chilling, very cool. Gloom, not personally my favourite Gloom, I must admit. Nido Arena, very basic artwork there. Rhydon stomping down the door. Imagine that charging at you. Weeping Bell with some sort of bird chilling on Weeping Bell. Brings up an interesting discussion, doesn't it? So in this Pokemon world, are animals alive as well? I mean, I'm sure someone knows the answer to that. Please put it in the description below. Are all Pokemon animals, and are all animals Pokemon? Oh, I've answered questions. I've asked some questions there. There'll be some keyboard warriors who know the answer, and maybe they'll be telling me I should have known the answer too. Mankey. And then last but not least, from our anonymous customer, we have a Pikachu first edition from Jungle. We now move on to Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe, why did I say it like that? But Joe, and my goodness, has he had some great results in the recent months, and hopefully we can do the same again. Look at these card-ass cards. They're absolutely beautiful. I don't know all the names of these yet because I need to input them. But I will get them for sure. We did send some off. Was it a few months ago? I think you had them back, and they all graded so well. So let's hope we can do that again, especially with all the Pikachu artwork on them. There's always Pikachu collectors out there, so it's always quite a safe bet, isn't it? Pikachu sleeping there, Togepi, Ash, Brock, Misty, and Pikachu. I think that's pretty cool, actually. It almost looks like it's actually been drawn on with the... I mean, it's hard probably not to see it in person, but it almost looks like it has. Bulbasaur and Pikachu chilling together there. All in the cave. They all look quite tired and hungry. Cold, maybe even. And then you've got a lovely set of Pokemon there. Gyarados, Blastoise, Raichu, Poliwrath, and Cloyster. He remembers just about. Venusaur EX. Very cool. Slowbro EX. The Charizard from the new Detective Pikachu. Didn't have that many of these come in. And I'll tell you why. It's because the print run wasn't great. Frankly, I think a lot of mine are going to come back 9s. Hopefully this one will come back a 10 for you, Joe. I think it's an absolutely amazing artwork. And then, of course, we end on some Charizard GXs from the Detective Pikachu case files. So thank you very much to Pokemon Sphere on Instagram, as usual. David is next, and David just sent in the free cards this time around. It's actually his first time ever grading cards. So really do appreciate you choosing your graded gem to do so. So you have a first edition Lugia from Neo Genesis. Very cool card indeed. Actually, it's not that bad, is it? Wow, not that bad at all. Let's hope for at least a 9 on that. Then we've got the Lugia first appearance. Very cool. That's going to look very good. Encapsulated from the Pokemon 2000 movie. Topps card. And then last but not least, the Kingdra first edition Neo Genesis. So please go and follow that Instagram that came up just a moment ago. Overwatch_PS4. And thank you very much, David, for trusting us with your first ever submission. Gasper is next, and Gasper is becoming quite a regular sender. So we're going to start off with Lionel Messi, who I'm not the biggest fan of right now because he scored an amazing free kick and was integral to destroying Liverpool's Champions League trophy hopes. What a phenomenal player, though. He can literally win a game by himself, and quite literally. I mean that very literally. Now we move on to some ice hockey. Not going to lie, don't know anything about this. I'm going to guess it's another... Is it a Slovenian? Yeah, Slovenian hero for you, or for the country, I guess. Or celebrity, famous sportsman. And then we move on to Luka Doncic. What an amazing signed card there. But yeah, your returns have been coming back ridiculously quick. You just received your last lot the other day, just as I received your submission for this month. So hopefully we can keep that going again. More Messi. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. It is all. I've always thought it's quite an ironic name for a player who plays football like him. So deliberate and focused. Then we've got some Prism cards. And then Panini. They are Prism as well, I believe. The National VIP, Luka Doncic. Gasper has a second lot of cards. NBA hoops, all again. I think most of these are Luka Doncic. I'm becoming basically a Luka Doncic fanboy. I'm learning more about him every single day because I'm just seeing these cards come in, submissions and returns so much. But in general, yeah, basically he's just an amazing basketball player, and he's got a ridiculous amount of cards printed for him. I just can't believe the amount of sets and cards basketball and baseball get through. More Luka Doncic there. Revolution. Panini. I think in one way, if you can guess who's going to be amazing in the future, you buy their cards in mint condition. Wait until they are hopefully amazing. Sorry, a bit of sellotape. Sellotape there. Just a bit of stickiness on the card saver. I'll try and sort that out and move them. But yeah, Luka Doncic again. I'll put that one to the side. Certified Future. Assist King Luka Doncic. Oh, yes, here we go. Another patch card, as you can see. Look at the thickness of that card. We had a really cool one come back, and I'm really looking forward to see how this one does as well. Then we got B. Oblak from Yugoslavia. Sun soccer cards. Wow. Absolutely wow. How have you been able to obtain these? Crazy. Very interesting to see how those come back. We got some more. Wow. These cards are absolutely Merlin collection here. Milan and Melandin. I hope I'm saying that pronouncing that correctly. Ignat and Roman. Hockey cards printed in Italy. Panini from 1979. Crazy. And then a few more hockey cards as well. Then we got the Slovenia 2002 World Cup. Korea, Japan. I'm actually looking at these myself now. I'm not interested in showing you guys. And then we've got another Yu-Gi-Oh! Slava. Look at that. How am I going to find that on the PSA system? But as usual, Gasper, thanks very much for using Graded Gem. You've got some stunning cards there and looking forward to their return. Warren, or Packmaster 1990, is next. And my goodness, we have got some Topps Chrome cards. We've got the Vulpix and the Pikachu. You could do a lot worse than that. Warren was saying to me how it is his biggest ever submission, and it is with 22 cards. You have done very well in the past, so let's hope we can keep that up for you this time. Rayquaza GX, Dragonite EX from Evolutions, Mega Skeptile EX. First time we've actually seen a whole host of modern cards, Greninja GX and Zygarde GX Hyper Rares. Alola Ninetales, which I know your partner loves, from Lost Thunder. Suicune Full Art, the card we did not pull from Lost Thunder, rather annoyingly. And then we do move on to some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Big Shield Gardena, Sujin, really ghost effect on that card. Sanger of the Thunder, Trihorn Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Danger Nessie, I like that card, with the exclamation marks. Yatu Garusu, Red Eyes Black Dragon. And then we have some, I was going to say Japanese, but I don't think it is Japanese. Rainbow Neos. I know that. I will have a look at what that is to be precise. And then we got the Pikachu SM Promo 004. So thank you very much to Warren. Please go check out Packmeister1990 on Instagram, and you will see these cards very soon. Kevin is next. Do apologise, Kevin. We were having a bit of a problem with our emails sending to Outlook and Hotmail. Hopefully that is going to be sorted soon. That might also be something to think about for the PSA updates. Just having a few problems getting our emails through to those. But we did get your pre-grades to you eventually. Thank you for your patience, and thanks for choosing Graded Gem, as this was the first time you have used us. So we're going to start off with Birthdays Pikachu. Pikachu from EX5 Red Leaf Green, the reverse foil. Then the Eevee, which Pokemon National Championships. Sandstorm. Oh, I really hope so. It's Ruby and Sand. No, it's Sandstorm. Pikachu reverse holofoil. Then we move on to some XY. I haven't seen this in a very long time coming through the service. XY promos of Pikachu. The boss promos we do see a lot of. And then, of course, we see the Poncho promos all the time. So you've got the Gyarados and the Magikarp. But thanks very much, Kevin, for choosing to use Graded Gem. We move on to Richard, has been sending with us for a very long time. Jungle_J is the Instagram. Go and check it out. And we have a load of W Gold Stamp promos. So we start off with the Pikachu. Then the Kabuto, just in case you can't see it. Right there it is. And we have the War Turtle base set 2. Brock's Vulpix. It's actually harder and harder to pick those cards up. Just a normal Dark Gloom first edition, if I'm not wrong. Pre-release Dark Gyarados. Dark Magneton first edition. Dark Raichu first edition. And then we got the Charizard and the Blastoise from Tagbolt. Ultra Pro. And then, of course, Gareth Evans, Topps Portsmouth. I was a little bit worried I wouldn't know how to grade this, or PSA wouldn't grade it. In fact, I should say. But yeah, I'm sure they will. It won't be a problem. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the first one, though. But yeah, obviously a Portsmouth fan down there. And yeah, hopefully we can get that, the Gem Mint 10. James is next. So you have your Prime Raichu, your Prime Electrode. You know how much I love the Primes personally. Very close to finishing that off. Just need the Blissey still. Pikachu from base. Beedrill as well. And then we do go on to the Blue Eyes White Dragon first editions. Which you luckily had. Well, luckily. I say you have collected 3 of. Which is very cool indeed. Gyarados Shadowless. Nidoking Shadowless, and last but not least, we have a No Symbol Jungle Flareon. So thank you very much to James. George now from Card Market. George from Greece, I refer to him as, for whatever reason. And he has also sent in, I think, his biggest ever submission. So Curse of Dragon first edition. Quite a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, as you can tell. We've got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, sports cards. You know, I think... before Magic the Gathering, I think previously you could say most of the service plus Pokemon, I would say 80% of it, I would say is now down to 60. So we are seeing the emergence of the other TCGs getting graded more and more. Mega Charizard EX, Salamence GX, Dragonite GX. But of course, Pokemon is still my specialty. It's still what I know best, and it's still what I grew up with. Charizard GX, Dialga EX, and it's cards like that I just absolutely love. Mega Charizard EX from Flashfire, not a bad pickup at all. And then, of course, we have the half full arts. Hopefully that's being picked up. What an absolute stunner. So that's Suicune and Entei Legend. And then just the bottom of the Dialga and Palkia. But thank you very much to George. And yeah, hopefully we can get you those gems you want. Last and least, last but not least, I say least because he just sent the one card in this time around. And this is Tom's good friend Sean. Definitely go and check him out. It's Pokemon Light Grey's Instagram. We sent him back a load of gems last month. And yeah, I think this one will probably be a gem as well. I need to take it out of that sleeve. I didn't realise it was in it. But anyway, thanks to everyone for watching. This has been part 1. Any questions, Connor at Graded Gem, or get on contact to my Instagrams. And yeah, guys, basically, we'll leave it there. Part 2 is going to be the booster submission, which I know you're all looking forward to. And then part 3 will be the next lot of cards, which I'm just going to shoot now. And there's a little taste. Thanks, guys, for all your support. And yeah, you know what it means. I'm going to leave it to the outro. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, hit that bell button, and go and follow our social media. Oh, and don't forget gradedgem.com. Thanks, guys.